second mat is going at it.
Ooh. Again, mat 3 is real competitive. Always love to see that.
Hey there, Wildcats. Welcome back.
Yeah, no, Connor, I was just talking about how the fans really seem to be loving this mat 3, this girls' mat, and how Central has become, what's it called? They actually have a girls' team now, and it's not co-ed anymore. They love that. We've seen a lot of cheering from the crowds on this mat over here.
Yeah, big reason is most likely the fight that they're putting on, by the way. They're fighting so hard, both teams, both girls. She's just trying to get a nice underhook there around the head. She's doing really good keeping her opponent pressured on the ground there. But it wasn't Central that didn't do co-ed. It was the state of Louisiana. For years, they were always against doing separate teams because they didn't think girls would be big enough sport for wrestling. But wrestling's grown so much in just the past couple of years that girls wrestling started to become its own thing now. Over here on mat 2, we have Madden Cummings back in his match. If we could go over there to that. I don't know who his opponent is, but this is his second match of the day for a double elimination tournament. If he wins this, he goes on to compete for third place for the losers bracket. Madden is such a great wrestler, though. He's just so strong, very skilled, too. A lot of people underestimate him so often.
Yeah, I think that shows a great disservice to just how much skill he shows on that mat.
Or any of them in general. Someone who shows so much skill and so much power is Gavin. Gavin is such a dominant wrestler in honestly against anyone he really goes against. But going back to Madden here, looks like his opponent's on top, getting good pressure in. I think Madden's trying to possibly crawl out for no points of contact, so it's a reset. Looks like whoever he's going against, Red, is going 6-1 right now. Still a minute and a half in his match right now. Madden's bottom position. Hopefully he can break out and get a good point out of that. Man, what a way to start. Having the diamond hold on your opponent's back so you can immediately start from neutral position is insane to me. But I guess his opponent knows that he's dominating the neutral position, and he doesn't want to lose that leverage. Madden, good attempt at a shot there.
Yeah.
His opponent turned him, though. Madden's putting up a great fight. His shoulders aren't on the ground just yet. Way to flip the opponent over. The ref almost got kicked there. Good on him for tucking and rolling like they used to teach us.
Yep.
Madden lost, but he put up such a great performance there. Such a strong guy still. He's such a good wrestler, too. I remember whenever he picked me up and slammed me on my head once.
Might have to tell us a little bit more about that one later.
I hope not. Let's talk about the coaching, by the way. Coach LaChica came down from Alaska to come here and help coach this Central team, by the way, from last year.
Yeah.
That's when I first met him, was last year at the Central home tournament for our senior night against Zachary, which I showed a dominant performance that night against my opponent. Man, Zachary is such a really good wrestling team as well. I'm surprised they are not here today, being one of our biggest rivals in the state, by the way.
You said Zachary? Yeah, I got you. You know, I think we really would have loved to see them here today, but
Zachary is actually a very great wrestling school, by the way. I know a lot of their guys. They're all really friendly too. Except one of their guys. One of their guys bit Gage's hand once, and completely said he didn't until Gage sent a picture about it, and it was pretty funny. Good, it was pretty funny. I'm glad I didn't have to wrestle him. I was in the weight class lower than he was.
I got you. Here, so. What did you build a sense of community when you were on this team? Because you keep bringing up these these stories and stuff. Like, how many of these people were stage your friends after wrestling?
Most of them, majority. You build it's not even just community. You just build friendship. That's all it really is. It's because you're in wrestling, you work as a team. A lot of people don't think you do. Like I said at the beginning of the stream that we started, but like I said, it is such a team sport. You work so hard together to get where you are. And it's just insane how many people discredit the fact that people think it's just a solo sport. Like, think about mixed martial arts in general, or MMA. You don't just train by yourself every day and do good. You train with people and perform better with the people around you. They motivate you to make you want to go fast, make you want to do faster, make you want to go harder, make you want to be stronger and be better.
I agree.
Here we are, right here on mat 1, we have Bruley wrestling the Titans right now. And on mat 2 as well, we have Bruley versus, I think, KD again. Bruley is such a dominant school in the wrestling division. They're one of the toughest schools as well.
Yeah, that's one of the few things I do know about wrestling is that Bruley kind of tops most charts when it comes to wrestling in Louisiana, high school-wise. And honestly, I always love to see them at these tournaments. Real great to just see the athleticism that the coaches instill into these students, and I think it's absolutely wonderful.
Also, great camera work by our some of our wrestlers who aren't performing today, which sucks for them, but we'll have them in future matches for y'all. Don't you worry. But our Central wrestlers have been killing it this entire tournament. Even if we've lost some matches, we've still shown that we're a tough school to go against, and we're not some kind of pushover. Which, really proud of them on that. Great camera work, by the way, for that corner camera and our main setup right now. Both guys doing really well, staying up, staying steady. It's very hard to record these kinds of tournaments with the amount of people that have to walk around, warm up for their matches and stuff. So really good camera work for both guys here.
Absolutely. I'm really glad that we have that top camera up there. You don't get a lot of people in the way of that one unless you're about 12 feet tall. But we have been trying to expand this a lot more. This is actually the first tournament that we are live streaming, and we're hoping to do at least 2 more in the year that are going to be home. So y'all should look forward to that.
Yeah, and look forward for a better dominant performance for our Central Wildcats, by the way, during those tournaments. That will be further in the year when some of our freshman guys like Jude and Rhett and Colby, they will get better time. They'll get more practice in, and they'll be better than ever before.
I agree.
So let's see. We'll see a great performance from them there. But speaking of tournament, we had this is our first time hosting a big tournament like this in the past couple years, might I add, which is such a good thing that Central is starting to grow as a bigger wrestling school as well, because Bruley is a wrestling-dominated school, actually. They don't do football as much as they do wrestling. That's not discrediting them in their wrestling abilities or in their football abilities, but their wrestling ability is just far beyond their other sports.
Yep.
Here we go on mat 1 here. Teammates going against each other. You know, that's always fun.
Yep. Love to see teammates going against each other. These kids, because you know these kids are most likely friends, and they're just having a friendly bout right now. They don't really care, but they're both showing just how athletic they are.
There's so many funny clips you can look at on YouTube of guys who they know they're going to lose the match against their teammates, so they throw it in the most funny way.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things. It's just funny to have nice sportsmanship like that.
I agree.
Speaking of our guys, though, let's talk about Mr. Watts, by the way. Coach Watts has been having all these setups and been working so hard for the media team to actually do this kind of stuff. I'm really proud of him in general for setting everything up every day and getting all this done, especially in the very limited amount of time we had today. Good on him.
Yep. No, I completely agree with that. Well, see what's going on mat 2 if we can. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's another one of Bruley's, ain't it?
Yeah, Bruley and KD, they've been wrestling the entire time so far. It looks like 13-1 is their score right now for Bruley.
Jeez.
But like I've said, Bruley is such a dominant wrestling school.
Yeah.
KD is it's very big, but they're not very dominant. They aren't terrible wrestlers. Give them that. But if you look at the girls match in that corner, look how high up they're stanced. You never want to be stanced so high. Being up so high, you basically leave your legs just open so they can get an easier shot or double leg or takedown. Speaking of takedown, look at that. Well, that would have been a pin there if they didn't go out the ring. You need at least 1 point of contact to stay in that ring, because we started changing to collegiate rules, like how takedowns are went from 2 to 3 points.
Yep.
Need 1 point of contact still. Yeah, it's just overall we're starting to do more, and I'm happy for it.
Look at this here. on mat number 1 over here. These teammates are really just showing how they're not going to give it to the other one. Love to see that. Not just going to give it up easy.
You love to fight. You want to show how good you are.
Absolutely.
They're probably just trying to show each other. Neither guy is a pushover. Speaking of pushover, I guess he pushed off his headgear. Where happened to his headgear?
That is oh, look at that.
You need headgear in the sport. Cauliflower ear is such a dangerous thing to have, especially if it like explodes and you start bleeding out.
Sounds like a nightmare. Speaking of that, have you ever like witnessed that at an actual event?
No, but Aaron Kelly's brother, Evan Kelly.
Yeah.
I watched him cross-face someone 17 times consecutively, and the kid's nose kept bleeding every single round, so they had to disqualify the kid and just give Evan the win because there was nothing he could do.
That's fair. I'm trying to protect the wrestlers, so
yeah,
not a bad call.
So got some people thinking we're doing a really good job, it looks like, looking around at our cameras. Mr. Watts right now recording on the corner, top right corner there for the females match.
Ooh, and they start off strong.
Doing great at keeping it steady. Yeah, female wrestlers are very aggressive.
If
you watch any female sport, to be honest, they're so aggressive when it comes to competitive sports like this.
Yep.
Even guys are, but if you ever look, guys are more conservative most of the time. Girls just go out there and put everything on the line, and they just fight.
Yep. Love to see that.
Good
No hesitation when they walk out onto that mat. They know what they're doing, and they know what they're here for.
Speaking of hesitation, let's talk about the two teammates again. They're still wrestling. I think it's period 3 now. 50 more seconds.
Yeah, it looks like it's 7-5.
Oh, sorry, not 50 more seconds. I'm sorry, guys. That's about 50.
Yeah.
The girls' mat is about 27, and the middle mat is about 51. And for those of y'all who don't maybe see y'all's kid wrestling or see a family member of yours wrestling, don't worry. Further into the year, we'll have more matches for them as well.
Yeah.
Because how the sport works is you can only have one person per weight class in most tournaments. So what you have to do is what you got to do most of the time is do something called a wrestle off, which is where you wrestle your teammate in the same weight class. Whoever wins wrestles varsity, and if there is a JV division, they'll wrestle JV. Let's go here to the teammates again. They're both putting on such a great performance, guys. But he just let his back out. That's a pin right there. That match was called. Let's go to mat 2 here. Owls again, who've been killing it this entire evening so far, or morning.
Yeah.
Such a great team. I've actually never wrestled one personally. What a great cradle. Insanely well cradled. Ooh. Good fight on his opponent, too, kicking the legs so hard. What you should do there is you should hands on your knees and push your knee out best you can and try to slide your head through. Jeez. Speaking of, let's go to our middle mat. We got one of our guys wrestling, looks like. One of our newer guys. I'm not sure of his name, to be completely honest with you. One of our guys might know it. But, oh, wait, that's Jackson Ellis. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why I thought he was someone else. He looked taller in that picture. I'm just going to be so honest with you. I thought he was one of the newer guys. I thought he was Wheeler, I think. But Ellis got #1 in national folk style wrestling, so he basically is best in the country in 145. Let me just say that. But such a technical guy to wrestle. I'm trying to see what school he's wrestling. I can't really see that from here, but let's see. Jackson should put on a great show for everyone watching, and everyone watching in the stands as well. Such a great wrestler, so loose, so strong too.
Love watching Jackson wrestle.
Yeah. Oh, look at that already. Great ankle pick on him. Ankle pick's probably his favorite move, to be honest. But his opponent, great job getting back up. Honestly, Jackson let him get up. Let's be honest there. You did see he even pushed him out the way so he could keep moving. Jackson prefers neutral style wrestling. He prefers neutral, and he prefers being on the back of an opponent. He likes neutral to get more points.
Yep. Not even 30 seconds in, and he's already up 5 points. Love to see that.
Look at that. Great single leg right there into a double leg. His opponent did a really good job, though, saving that and defending himself. See, Jackson lets him get up like that. Crazy. Nice ankle pick right there to push his opponent over. Oh, looks like he hurt his knee. Ooh. Oh. That's rough. It's hard to get – it sucks when you get hurt mid-match. Most of the time, it's hard to feel it due to an adrenaline rush. I've had instances like that a couple times. But, oh, it looks like he's really hurt. That's you hate to see that, y'all. All pray for him. Hope he gets better and hope he can continue the match. But if not, oh. Going to mat 1 here to try to change up the setup. Kind of hard to see over all the people, but it looks like Red has the dominant position there in points. He was doing great in the other match as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hate to see one of your teammates get hurt. Whenever I wrestled, I headbutted someone really, really hard, and I didn't feel it until the end of the match. Afterwards, I went to go sit in the stands, and I thought to myself, I was sitting there, and all I got was a headache, because you don't feel pain through the adrenaline most of the time. That's why adrenaline is honestly very dangerous, but it's very good as well. Going to the girls' match in the top right corner here. It looks like, I think, Hurricanes. Hurricanes have been really good all year, not all year, I'm sorry, all evening. Speaking of, let's see. Great takedown right there. Get her to her back already. She needs to be able to sink back, though, and slide her legs farther back. That way her opponent's not able to get up using her left side or right side. There you go. Good pin on Hurricanes right there. Great match. But you never know. This could be that other girl's first ever time wrestling. She might not be used to this still. It takes a while. Look at that nice sportsmanship, handshaking. One of the best things to do also is get to talk and meet the other coaches as well. Looks like going to the middle mat. I think he might continue. No, he looks like he's in too much pain. I don't know if he will continue. He's still making anguish faces of the pain.
Yeah, you hate to see that in the middle of a tournament, because he probably came here and thinking, I'm gonna wrestle a couple matches. It's gonna be fun. But now he has to go home with an injury like that, and that's never a good thing, especially not after a tournament.
Looks like he's not going to be able to wrestle, so Jackson wins by default. Okay. But honestly, great performance by him, the little time we did see him wrestle. Great defense whenever Jackson tried that double leg takedown. He was able to belly down immediately. I'm really proud of him on that. Let's talk about our camera guys' love romance right now, by the way.
It's fine. You can make a little joke. We're trying to keep this professional. Whatever. If I get in trouble, I'll take the trouble. I don't care. No. You don't do it as that. You don't take it as much.
On to Mat 1 right here. He's doing pretty well. He's been doing well this entire tournament so far. He's 2-0 right now for a double elimination tournament. For those who don't know, double elimination means if you lose 2 rounds, you don't wrestle anymore. But you can lose a round, continue to win a couple, and then if you lose again, you're still out for the whole tournament. Wins don't cancel out anything. Looking at both Mat 1 and 2 here. Both doing pretty well. Looks like Titans. Oh, nice takedown by Titans. Getting around to his front. Looks like trying to hit him with a cow catcher maybe. No, he's trying to get around for a reversal. Can't really see what's going on Mat 1, so I can't really help you there. Looks like Discovery. Oh, guys, on Mat 3, one of our girl wrestlers going on right now, Taylor. If you can't really see, early start already. Already has her opponent to the ground on her back. This might be one of her quickest matches of this whole day. Taylor's such a good wrestler, honestly. Such a strong performer. There we go. Nice win by her.
Didn't even get a chance to bring up the scoreboard there.
Not to bring up the scoreboard. We barely were able to get our camera on that thing. Good match, though. Hey, I'd hate to be the one wrestling Taylor, even with my size.
Moving on to the middle mat here.
It's KD versus Titans again. they've been going against each other all day so far.
Yep, heard those names quite a bit this morning.
Let's talk about the guys who aren't wrestling today. Let's talk about Rhett, Colby, and some of our other guys too. Like, I'll be so honest, a lot of them are new. I kind of forget their names. But, Jax is wrestling.
Malachi's hurt. Malachi's hurt.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot one of our heavyweight wrestlers, Malachi Hamilton, is not going to be wrestling today. I forgot he sustained an injury in the past tournament, the blindness takedown. Talk about one of our older guys who wrestled last year. Still don't know if he still wrestles, but Graham Harris was our heavyweight wrestler. Hurt himself a couple times last year, but he was a very dominant performer in his weight class. He was so big just in general and such a strong guy. He was able to just throw guys around like it was no issue. Going to mat 1 here. Looks like, I think that's Darius again wrestling. Doing a great job, by the way, being on top right now. Getting around the back for a nice 2 points right there. Looks like he tried to go for a far ankle. Didn't really work, though. His opponent stanced up his legs pretty well. Oh, what a nice flip by the opponent right there. If he can keep fighting, it's match. Good on both of them. Darius might have lost that match, but he shouldn't be, or no, Richard, I'm sorry. It was hard to tell because I couldn't really see their faces weren't there. I couldn't see anything. All I saw was, I couldn't even see the hair, to be honest. It was a simple mistake, my fault, y'all. But Richard, that was the second loss of the day. He's out for the rest of the tournament. Sad to see that, but he was a great wrestler in general. Titans versus Owls again right here on the second mat. Surprised they're not calling that a pin. Oh, as I say that, look at that. Man, Titans have been doing great this entire day so far. And I can't wait to see the rest of them wrestle. Can't wait to see Bruley's guys wrestle too. I can't wait to see Gavin Landry wrestle today.
Yeah, he's one of the dominant ones on Central, and watching it, I think we saw him once today already. Yeah, no, it was absolutely fantastic to watch.
Well, he's a top 5 in state. Honestly, if anything, in my opinion, he's number 1 in state. He's lost to one guy, and his name is Billy Edmondson. Not a bad opponent to face either. I've wrestled him once or twice. According to some new information, mat 3 is now going to be used for 30 minutes of boys wrestling as well to, I guess, help catch up with the rest of the brackets.
Yeah, so far it looks like mat 3 we're seeing about 56, mat 2 59, and mat 3 27. So that's probably